Yeah, the way
LSC and Benny's
exactly, exactly, because then that gives incentive for them to hire more if they keep not being able to fill their mechanic request.
that
Right, of course. Yeah, and at that point, again, like I've always said, for me, it's more of a hey, if there's super activity in the city and there haven't been any responses by LSC or Benny's, if I go down there to do a request, I might hang out for a minute or two if that's all right. And I've always asked personally,
usually we drive around to like the spots where there's
right, pound lot, city parking, and so on and so forth. Exactly. Look at this. Go Russo. Let's see where he's at. Okay, strangely enough, he's actually at the gas station.
Pack a lunch. Pack a lunch.
You know. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong going to hot spots or something like that on your way back. Just hey, we're going to a trade shot. Hey, check burger shot. Check this. Check that, and then bada bing. Because realistically, if it's a busy enough time for patrol, there'll probably be a mechanic request around the time.
Good call.
I don't know. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not managed. I got very limited experience here anyway, so I'm sure that there's plenty of people who've been here longer than me. Their own experience.
But you speaking wisdom though. Like nothing you saying can be really disputed. I mean, I'm just listening to you spit out just knowledge.
And maybe that's the. I mean, I don't know. I think it's important though to remember that again, LSC and Benny's, they're their own companies too, and they got to be able to handle their own shit, and they got to hire more if they can.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Admittedly, I see a lot of folks sometimes they'll be on at Benny's, and no one's getting those requests from Benny's.
Oh, you mean people down south?
Yeah, Benny's Motorsports.
Yeah.
Recently seen them starting to take more. And that's evident of who knows what. I don't know.
I had a motorcycle sitting over by where the garbage trucks is for almost a year before I could get that thing like fixed and moved. Somebody had to drive all the way from out here to yeah.
Exactly.
That was wild. So yeah, that was the other reason why I was like, yeah, I needed a job here. That had to happen.
Well, right, and that's the thing, Leo. Exactly, is anyone can take MRs. Yeah, regulation wise, you're right. And I'm sure, like again, I came in maybe just as the jurisdiction system was like revoked or whatever. So I don't know what the cons were versus the pros and cons. But I mean, again, from a first hand logical thing, it doesn't make it doesn't seem too illogical to me to be like, hey, in terms of first dibs, BayView could get the ones that are very directly up here, and then LSC Benny's could split the ones down there. Oh, it was revoked in 2021. Okay, yeah, so there you go. Right, exactly. No, and I understand that, Leo. I don't challenge the fact that it exists. I'm just saying
Also, I like to think of also people putting in the MRs. Like if you know that LSC is actively taking them, MR next to LSC, like I like to give them.
well, Sanjay did earlier just said Sanjay did just tell me kind of like, no, if someone's, he's like, there are city mechanics around, you know what I mean, this and that.
We don't have to do that, but it's just.
No, right. I mean, put it this way. What's going to be faster for the customer? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How satisfied are they going to be if they're down city and they might expect someone from Benny's or LSC to take it, and then we take it and try to charge them $2K labor? You know what I mean? Just because we're the first ones to grab it. Logically, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense from my personal understanding.
And see, this is what I was talking about last night. I thought I was going crazy.
Well, that's where we use that unit system, but of course we're not 100% we're not 100% coagulated on, not coagulated. What's the word there? We're not 100% synced up with them on how we.
I mean, just make it jurisdictional, just like like North and South is.
And again,
and then have one pop up before the other. Like if it don't get picked up in 5 minutes, hey, we can take it because it'll pop up to us.
But the reason they got the residual because people in the city aren't taking MRs.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That sounds more.
So we really
that makes sense.
You're saying, oh, the city can take it. We'll give it a few minutes.
But they ain't even picking them up. They just leaving people.
If you see it, take it.
I understand this, Leon. And again, I'm not.
Okay, I thought it was just me. I thought it was wild.
I'm not advocating for absolute, but put it this way. If I put in a mechanic request as a citizen, and I'm already gonna be having to wait 5 minutes for a BayView guy to fly fly a fucking Riata down there to me, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be wanting necessarily to pay that 2K. I might even refuse it, and then it's wasting and then it's wasting
Well,
everyone's
they're
time.
gonna
When
have
in
to
reality,
fucking suck it up.
well, that's
It's a
listen.
first come first serve.
Well, listen,
At
I
this
don't,
point,
and
we
I
really
don't, and I don't disagree with. Like again, I fully understand, and I comply with it. You know what I mean? Even if there are LSC people around, I'm not going to be lacking on taking them. You know. But no doubt, am I not going to listen? I'm not sitting there with my thumb on the trigger, waiting to take something just to poach it from LSC when they're active. You know, when it's clear that
There's
they're
no
active, when
poaching.
they're taking them on.
There's no poaching them. It's an open
No, but I'm saying from the
Juro.
customer's perspective, if someone from LSE can grab it and it's right next to LSC, why would it make sense for us to grab it and then go charge someone 2K?
It doesn't really matter. LSU's take some down here. And you
LSU's
down
gonna
there.
charge roadside fees regardless.
Well, I know that they're gonna. Of course, everyone's gonna charge whatever they charge. But I'm just saying is we charge, from what I understand at least, we charge a lot more roadside.
Yeah,
than
2,000.
LSC
2,000.
motorist.
I think they charge like 1,500 or something, don't they?
And admittedly, I don't know what LSC and Benny's charge for roadside, but I've had situations where Benny's mechanics will say, "Yeah, I'm authorized to give you no labor if I wanted to when I'm doing a roadside." I'm like, "All right, well, that's maybe that guy didn't know what he was talking about. Maybe he was just talking out of his ass." But all I'm saying is that maybe from a customer perspective, there would be then a growing thing where it's like, "Hey, you know,
It's first come first serve, no matter what. You can't just go off what the customer wants.
I hear you. I hear you."
If we're not taking MRs, if it's point we're just taking MRs in Toledo, we're almost doing our job.
And that no, but that's what I'm saying is I'm not suggesting that we specifically only take the ones in up here. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that what would make sense would be to wait 15, 30 seconds max. Not even 30 seconds. That's a stretch. 10 seconds, 15 seconds to make sure that no one from down city would grab it before us.
Yeah,
because we would
then,
kind of
okay.
because
We've
how
already,
annoying is it?
Okay, so
But listen, just real quick, how annoying is it?
Old Bayview, we had that in place, but the only reason we removed it was because there was no point.
Well, we removed it when LSC changed hands.
Yes.
Well, and then there you go, and then at that point,
But now
that's
we
just
have
the difference
Benny's
between
and
LSC.
LSC there.
Right, but then there you go, and then that's just the difference in how we structure our company. Maybe we're a roadside company more than they are. That's fine. But I'm not bullshitting on anything.
We shouldn't. But then we shouldn't be waiting 15 minutes for another mechanic shop to take it. That's not really fair.
Who's waiting 15 minutes?
Like 5 minutes. I wait 5 minutes because it's crazy.
I'm not even saying minutes. I'm not even saying minutes. I'm saying seconds. 15 seconds.
We shouldn't be waiting at any time. It's a first come first serve.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
at this point in time,
I'm just testing the logic of it here. Would you suggest that we should have the acceptance button preloaded, and the millisecond that it comes in, no matter where it is in San Andreas, no matter where it is, they can just be automatically immediately taken by us, and then that's that. If we got to drive 15 kilometers, but what I'm saying, Leo, is
our jobs are mechanics. You signed up for this job. If you cannot fulfill the job, then quit.
Bro, who is saying that?
No one's saying that.
We
talking about time and length, gas that we burning up, driving all the way there, all the way back.
You're not
Leo,
paying
I'm
for
just
the
suggesting.
gas.
Bro, I'm just suggesting. I'm saying the company though. I'm just saying realistically, what do we usually see outside of this situation?
Okay, it's an open Juro. Either mechanic shop can take it. We don't wait. We don't give other mechanic shops time. Because what if these LSC could be packed full of customers,
and
we're just sitting there waiting for them to take it. So that's our chance to take it. We don't sit there and say, city people can take it. You know, they are on duty. They can take it. No, we don't do that. We take whatever MR pops up. It's first come, first serve.
I just think, all right, and then maybe you and I just have very different views about efficiency then, because that just seems
very
seems like organizationally, that just seems like that could invite more inefficiency in the whole system. But if that's your take, man, hey, I'm not no hate, man. We just got different perspectives, and if you like it the way it works now, beautiful. C'est la vie, you know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
because the way it is, there's no line. I mean, you're just managing chaos at that time. There's no protocol with that. Just anybody free for all. Like,
I don't know. I mean, to me, it
It's
just
not
would make
really
more
a free for all. It's just whoever's available, and most of the time, BayView's available because we're just
Well,
standing
there we
around
go.
doing
And
nothing.
and if that's the case,
So
then if
that's
BayView is
why
the most available, then by that logic, you wait 15 seconds just because we don't have shared radio frequencies. We don't have any way to communicate with LSC or Benny's. That's the whole problem. That would be the underlying thing.
we shouldn't be waiting.
it's almost
Wait for
the way this would look. Let's look at it ethically on ethic side. This would look like we just down there farming their pickups, bro. We just down there picking up all their money and just bringing it up here.
And again, Leo, I
We,
understand.
that don't never work for
me and Bruce have a bit of a different
You
approach.
do,
here.
okay.
I'm not saying
You
that
guys
we
are
are taking.
seeing this in the wrong way too. We don't get the money from the labor. In the base value price, we get the money.
We get
The money
from
that
labor.
pays your guys' well, actually,
How you think we get
Yeah,
paid?
It's salary money. It's
the government. The government.
Right. So and that goes for LSC and BayView and Benny's. It all goes to the same pot of money. It all goes to the same pot. So that's what I'm saying. Reduce inefficiencies because at that point, we're not competitors with LSC and Benny's. We're all collaboratively working
We're never
to
competitive.
deliver. I know that's what we agree. We are all collectively working to deliver mechanic services to the people of Los Santos and San Andreas as a whole. Right? Am I wrong in that? Now, I'm not saying that we have jurisdictions. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, based on our physical locations, it would make a little bit more sense logically for the most speedy operations, because we also charge less for normal repairs than Benny's and LSC does. Actually, no, Benny's we might be the same. I could be wrong there, but labor-wise, LSC charges $500 for labor, and then 20% for parts cost. So already that kind of benefits us in a way. And again, I don't know Benny's pricing structure, but again, it could be wrong. And that's not even part of the discussion. All I'm saying is that okay, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I believe, and again, I could be wrong, but LSC, I believe, is 20% labor on mods, and then it's like 500 flat rate for repairs in the shop. I could be wrong. I don't know. It might have been updated. So we already charge a little bit less for the mechanic side of things, which already sort of incentivizes people to come up to BayView because it saves them a little bit, and it evens out the amount of money that they have to spend on gas to get up here. You know what I'm saying? And I am not trying to suggest that we have these jurisdictions or whatever, but when there's a mechanic request right down the road from us versus a mechanic request right down the road from LSC, it would just make logical sense for us to grab the one that's right near us and LSC to grab the one that's right near them. And I'm not saying that happens
It will
100%
be
of the time.
logical, but half the time
Not-
it's first. come,
He's
first
he's
served.
talking
And
about the
right.
practicality of what's actually happening versus the way it should be going. And then I mean, we'll look at it like this from a manager standpoint. Like if it's from a manager standpoint, we grabbing so many, I can honestly say I am trained already. I have this is my first week being through like 8th day working, and honestly, I can take MRs like we can churn out our efficiency for training folks is high here. So like imagine you down there trying to train somebody and we snatching them. Boy, we grab them fast.
That is still different. I mean, of course, that is still different. You know what I mean? Because this is the other thing that I need to bring up. I actually don't know this. What is the difference in company size? I mean, how many employees does LSC have in Benny's versus us? I mean, we got a lot of folks on the roster, no doubt. That also plays a part of it. Because, of course, like you're saying, Leo, there is usually someone from BayView around rather than LSC or Benny's. And
I
that's
don't
very true.
understand how this has to be. Okay, it's been revoked already. The juro's already been revoked. So it's first come, first served.
100% it's
We-
that right. There's
The
no
whole
doubt about it.
point of removing the juro was making sure that no mechanic shop sits there and waits. Because with the juro, we sat there and waited 5 minutes for LSC to take it, but they never took it in the city. And that's how we take it.
Yeah, I
Once we
definitely don't
remove
think.
that-
I think 5 minutes is way
Once
too
we
long of a wait.
remove that, no mechanic shop has to wait. Wherever
Right.
it is, they can take it. If it's down here, they can take it.
And that's fair. Yeah. I mean, like again, but that's all I'm saying though is that I just think, and again, this isn't that. This is neither mine nor probably anyone here's. This is not. We don't have any dogs in this fight. But I'm just saying, like, from an organizational standpoint, what do we care about as BayView? Do we care about customer satisfaction? If that's the thing, then people who why do we want to keep people waiting longer than we have to? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
And that's just it, and that's the way it is. And you don't see me making a fuss
Mechanics.
about nothing.
I mean, we're mechanics. So what
Well,
we
right,
gonna
and
do?
that's exactly it, right, and 100%. That yeah, for them not taking it, no doubt about it, no doubt about it. I think it's fair too that if we again, based on the size of the organizations and stuff like that, clearly we get less. Well, maybe this isn't the case, but in my experience, it seems like we might get less foot traffic or vehicle traffic in our shop than LSC or Benny's does, because they got everybody down the city already that they're servicing, even though it's for an increased price. You know what I mean? That is another factor, because if they're constantly swamped with actual mechanic shop work, then that would also lend us to be able to take those mechanic requests more freely, and that would be a very easily practical solution. You know what I mean? Or rather not solution, but that would be the practical reasoning for why we seemingly are the ones to grab them, even if they're down in the city. You know what I mean? First, that's all I'm gonna say. But like I said, there's the reason I don't. This is ultimately, I don't give a fuck. My paycheck is the same no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about it in the sense that, like, you know.
Yeah, so my screen froze up. Um, 1 second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, my screen's locked up. Hold up. There we go. Ain't no fucking way. Yo, are you telling me it's not gonna let me close the fucking thing? Hold on, there's no fucking way. This is wild right now. I'm gonna try to close the Epic launcher. Is it not gonna let me force close this? You're playing. There's no way right now. What is holding it up? Sorry, y'all. This is crazy. Let me do that. I don't know what the hell it is. It's holding up my whole shit. What the fuck? What? I'm looking through all my services real quick, trying to figure out what in the world could have caused this dumb shit. Oh my god, do you tell me I have to restart my computer? Okay, I guess that's what it is. I'll be back, y'all. That's